I'm like, please don't oversell my product.
He won't even listen.
Yeah. Hi there, welcome to Real Sales Dynamics, where we break down in-field sales footage in order to get you better at door knocking. Today, it's all about gaining trust with two back-to-back closes. One is with a little old lady who's very afraid of us when we walked over to their house. But by the end, she was not only inviting us into the home, but inviting us to go to her church. Amazing, exceptional human being. The second one was with a younger, well-to-do couple. Completely different scenario. One was a bit of a low-income situation. Next one, incredibly high amount of taxes they're paying every single year. I ended up not just selling solar for them, but also selling them a rather expensive metal roof plus solar system. Not only did I have to gain trust with the couple, but also essentially the entire family, who was coming in very hot, very skeptical the entire time. And by using flash rolls and a number of other tactics, I was able to win them over. And you'll see that right now. Scare you?
That's all right.
Hi, my name's Carlos. Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
This is Garrett.
Hi. I know that it'd be better if you went inside with all your stuff and everything, but can you tell me if I even qualify? Because I probably don't.
Okay, so I'll cover a couple quick bases. I will take a look at the roof. How long have you owned the house, by the way?
Maybe 5 years.
5 years? Were you out in this area before?
Oh yeah. What do you need to know about my situation?
So with your situation, the only thing that happened was I really seen that utility bill, because when he sent it over to me, it came in honestly a little bit blurry. Do you happen to have that?
Yeah.
Can you grab that?
Sure.
Thanks. So, of your actual bill of the $158,
yeah,
$99 of that was actually towards electricity. The rest of it was all the fuel charges that they keep adding on. If it goes correct, this is what happens with FPL after you get installed. You end up with a net negative bill because your system produces more power than you're currently using. From 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., it produces all the power you need in the day. You guys use your power like this. So all the power you don't use goes to FPL, and then you get a credit back, and that covers you at nighttime. And so you just get a fixed rate for your power. But at the same time, you know, you have these rate hikes, where you just keep raising up these bills.
Okay, so then what would, with that credit, what would my bill be?
So what you'd be looking at is, let me pull it up real quick.
More like my lowest bill?
Closer to your lowest bill. I can't get as low as 70, because that would be, although that would be remarkable. The whole thing is about getting your bill at a fixed rate. Give me 1 second.
And then how many years is that for?
25 years.
All right, so did you tell me what it is for me to qualify?
Oh, yeah. So we have to show savings, as it has to be lower than what you're currently spending for your electricity. You have to be the homeowner, and then you have to basically be paying your bills on time. So I don't imagine that your credit score is lower than 650.
About 800.
You seem like a responsible person. Where we just rush it in, we basically see like if it's going to go through the approval process. I took the initial photos. I would take some more and send those over to our site inspectors for their site inspection. And then they would give us a welcome call. Go ahead.
What happens if you get all that done and then the price they give you doesn't seem to be what you said?
Oh, well, so the difference between us and FPL is that we actually have a contract that says what the price is per month, unlike FPL, who can kind of just raise their rates whenever they want. So this is called a power purchase agreement. All it is, so you essentially have a power purchase agreement right now with FPL. It's just the problem is that their price fluctuates, and you have no guarantee from them that it would adjust. With this is a fixed rate for your electricity. It's 12 cents per kilowatt hour versus where you're at right now, which is 17 cents.
All right, so you got to do other things before you even see if it's going to go through, right?
What I do on my end, actually, let me see that riser real quick. Let's just check a couple things. So, you think you can beat me? You think you can outsell me? I see in the comment section, solar sales 420. Go ahead and see if you can. And not only that, if you beat me, you might win the honeypot incentive of over $30,000 bonus in just 10 days. See you guys there at FLBLITZ.com. For AutoPay is $105 a month.
Okay.
The most it can go up a year is 3.5%. They take care of everything for 25 years. Maintenance, monitoring, insurance is all completely covered. Assuming everything goes well, after we pull for permits and set up for installation. Installation would take a better portion of a day. And then after the system's installed, it gets inspected by the county, and then the system's activated.
Well, see, I have to have that plumbing done before you can put in the insulation.
I'm aware. So I unfortunately can't do plumbing on my end, but at least we're getting the application in so that we can kind of figure out where things are going along those lines.
Okay.
If, let's say, in 5 years you decide to move, you have 3 options. You can choose it. You can transfer straight over to the new homeowner. It can be bought out by that new homeowner if they want it, or it can actually be pulled off of the house if they don't want solar.
Oh my gosh.
I haven't really run into a single person in 8 years though who didn't want a lower electricity bill.
So you could either, they could just take it along with the house, and that way it's like assuming a loan or something?
It's a power purchase agreement or lease, so they don't have to like re-qualify or anything. It just transfers right over to them, and then they get locked in that lower electricity rate. Yep.
You're not going to make me sign anything.
I'm going to make you initial. I know, so scary.
Ooh, that's way scarier.
So let me click on this guy.
It's like you don't want to do anything unless you read everything, right?
You just click it?
You just click it?
Yep.
So I don't see what it looks like.
That's how they do it.
Oh, that's cute. Okay.
Of $105.31 for the first year with an annual escalator rate
I don't know what she's saying.
5% for the following years, and the agreement is for 25 years.
There's a Cracker Barrel down there too on Daniel.
I like it. You know, for someone who says you don't like Cracker Barrel that much, you seem to know where a lot of the Cracker Barrels are. Well, it was wonderful
Nice
meeting
meeting
you.
you.
Yeah. You have a great day. Thank you. You have a good day.
Okay, have a great night.
So we took a woman who was very scared, I feel like, of us initially, and got her from the point of not exactly interested to inviting her into her house, discussing church, and discussing life as a whole. And I think a lot of that had to do with the fact that we just made her laugh, crack a smile. So it's a pleasure to be able to help her and her lovely family get solar. Hello. Hi, Rachel. How long have you owned the house?
Close on 2020.
2020?
Carl, what year
2020.
did we buy the house?
My dad's car.
Hey.
Hey, how's it going?
Carlos, good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm good.
Gary? Garrett. Oh, Garrett.
Hello, buddy.
So you guys do solar and you also do something with roofs?
Yes, we do roofing and AC, but we only really do the roof thing if it's like, honestly, like being required either by the insurance company or things along those route. What happens is that after we send the site inspection photos, if everything gets approved, if they say the roof is good to go for at least another 5 years, they cover the cost of installing the system. You're into roofs, right?
Yeah.
If you're looking to do the roof plus the solar at the same time, so on that electric bill, to be fair, it actually came in a little bit blurry. Do you mind pulling that up?
Yeah, I can pull it up. Let me grab my phone.
It's fine.
Do you want me to send you the
Oh, yeah.
screenshot again?
Can you pull out a little bit? Just actually need the meter number to make sure it lines up with the other portion. That guy. Excuse me, guys. This is the weirdest. Oh, it's not an iPad, it's a phone.
Yeah.
This is
like
awesome.
a bag full of like modules.
Do you guys do just solar panels?
Master.
Well, the roof has to be in like good condition, or we have to have the same roof for 5 years.
Yeah, so we can do both.
Yeah, no,
So we have these lower interest rates. They exist, right? They look really attractive. I even have a 30-year 399. Take a look at the loan amount.
The interest rate or the loan amount higher.
74.
What was it? Okay.
So I can get you a $20 lower payment, but you're going to have a $30,000 more expensive loan.
Can you refinance this loan too? Like a...
Yes, you can.
Okay.
You can refinance when the market's in a better spot, and the good thing is you're going to be refinancing a lot smaller loan amount.
Yeah.
Now, on the total amount, you get a tax credit. The combined tax credit would be $14,107. That's the solar plus the roofing.
Dad, come look at these numbers. Why does he hate me?
Hello.
Okay, I'll read it to you. The solar panels are like $35,000, and then the roof for a shingle roof like this is $11,000, and we get a 30% tax credit off all that. And then our payment at, what is this loan term? 25 years with a 9% interest rate would be $290 a month. Why does it say initials? It change? Does it start?
It depends on the tax credit. So when you get the tax credit amount back, which is $14,107, if you put it towards the solar, it stays at $290. If you decide to keep the $14,107, then it goes
So
up.
if after the tax credit, it'd be $290 a month.
$290 a month.
So it'd be like
25 years?
For 25
for
years.
25 years.
And you can pay it off earlier if you'd like, because there's a 9% interest rate. I'm just...
And then your electric bill is zero? You still have to...
Our electric bill is basically zero. Estimated
Can't be
utility.
zero. There's a minimum amount.
Yeah.
$5.
$5 is the grid charge with FPL if you're producing over the amount of power you're using.
Also, they say that solar adds like a 10% value to your house.
10% sounds high.
That's
so
like-
I didn't. So it's based off of the system size.
Yeah. Okay, it adds value to your home. Forget that
I'm like, please don't oversell my
He's not
product.
even listening.
Yeah.
So what about the cost of that, removing the panels and putting them back on?
So that's actually covered over the course of 25 years.
What happens if a hurricane comes in and wipes the place out, then what?
Everything covered in force majeure, i.e. acts of God. So we're insuring the system as well as the roof, and the roof as well.
As well as the insurance company?
Yes.
So even if the insurance company pays them on the roof, you're going to pay them too?
We're going to pay them for anything the insurance company doesn't cover. So that would include an entire solar system, the inverter, and everything else.
Okay.
All right, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you said we should do the application now, or we should
Yeah.
wait a couple months?
No, you
It's okay
can-
if we wait a couple months after we start the application?
Absolutely. You can. Yeah. Once we start the application, everything's good to go.
Okay.
So that.
Once we start the application, are we like locked into anything, or?
No.
No.
No. Basically, we put the application in, and then y'all would get a welcome call for the next like 48 to 72 hours, letting you know that everything's good to go.
And then if we have questions about like the finance side, is there a separate number for that?
Nope. That's all them. They literally do everything.
We'll call you.
You can. Just not like 1 a.m. please. Unless it's for beer and it's off hours, and we're good to go.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Yeah, thanks.
Good to meet you, man.
Thanks,
Good to meet you.
man.
Nice meeting you.
Too.
Yeah.
Right on.
You have a good day. So I went in there in order to sell a lease to this couple. And then I quickly found that they not only had taxable income, but a bit of a roof issue. So rather than shying away from an expensive standing seam roof, I decided to inject myself into that conversation, helping them get a tax credit on both. And even when the skeptical father came in, who was Mr. No, 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 I was able to redirect his energy completely because I showed myself as the expert that I am, was able to win them over the course of 2.5 hours of making sure we got every single dock in properly on day one, so that by the time that they get married, which is in a couple weeks here, they're gonna have a brand new roof and solar on top of their house with 120% offset. And that is how you win over customers. You have to use a combination of different sales tactics, not only things like flash rolls where you give a concise answer and response that shows that you are absolutely an expert, but also to emotionally connect with those people by bringing up things about them, right? At the end of the day, door knockers are incredibly interesting people, but in order to win over customers, you have to be more interested than interesting. And if you want to learn more about solar sales as a whole, click on the subscription link below. If you'd like to join in on one of these blitzes in the future so you too can make $100,000 over the course of 10 days, if you're one of the few elite, click on flblitz.com, but most importantly, click on one of these two little videos. YouTube thinks you're going to like it a lot.